Pennsylvania Democratic Senate candidate John Fetterman explaining how he's coping with the after effects of the stroke he suffered in May. NBC News agreed to Fetterman's request to use a transcription program during this interview because he's still experiencing auditory processing issues from the stroke.
Thank you, Mr. Spell.
You're welcome.
Walk me through why we need the closed captioning, how it works.
Yeah, it's really just how things happen, because I sometimes will hear things in a way that's not perfectly clear.
My first wife was targeted. She's a pilot now.
We've asked for your medical records. We've asked to have a conversation with someone from your medical team, to interview your physician. You've declined those requests. Why?
Well, I feel like we have been very transparent.
And Savannah, we did find that in small talk before the interview, without captioning, it seemed it was difficult for Fetterman to understand our conversation.
Check this out, though. First of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm going to take them as disrespect.
Yeah, and Dasha, you had mentioned that last night on Nightly. Since then, other journalists who've also dealt with Fetterman came forward and said they had a different experience.
Maybe somebody can show Savannah Guthrie the tape of Fetterman saying, kick the balls in authority, and maybe calling Joe Biden Joe Bin.
You got it, Jobin.
John Fetterman, currently the lieutenant governor, used closed captioning to help his auditory processing during a remarkable interview with NBC News.
Medicine has not been able to cure me, so I rely on technology to help me communicate and live.
Fetterman says he does not believe the stroke he suffered in May will in any way undermine his ability to serve in the Senate.
He seems to have difficulty hearing spoken word and processing that. And sometimes he might mash up a word or two. They had to pull a blood clot out of one of the blood vessels in his brain.
Fetterman's campaign says while he's still recovering, he's more than capable of fighting for PA than Dr. Oz will ever be.
Yeah, went over and tried to.
Who would ever think that I would be the normal one in the race here? With that.
A little slow, but he got it. Have you heard this before? Does it sound kind of familiar? Where they take someone with an obvious impairment and then they use him to accrue more power for themselves. It's not really about the disabled person, it's about them.
Come on, man.